People of the internet! Let me top it with Adin. Adin Ross, popular kick streamer Adin Ross says he's been going through some thoughts, man, since his ban on Twitch. Adin, of course, if you don't know, is, some would argue, at the forefront of the Gen Z streaming category. He's no stranger to a little bit of controversy, some pushback for things and that he's condoned, or his audience, whatever the case is. But it looks like Twitch is standing firm on not bringing him back into the streaming world. Let's see what Adin's talking about.
I don't count favors. I don't count anything from anybody. So if they probably feel some type of way from repping me publicly, they might think they might get backlash for it or what it is. But it is what it is, bro. I'm a human being. If you speak to a lot of these streamers, chat, on a personal level, they've all had a personal conversation with me. You know what I mean? So I've had personal conversations with them. I've been up, bro, these past couple weeks, bro. I've been pretty up, sad, going through thoughts and moments. But it's like, why? Like, I already have so much, but it's like sometimes you just focus on what you don't have. And, you know, I have an amazing community who, guys, again, you guys will keep shining and riding for me, which I appreciate, bro. And it's like, I just kind of like want everything open, because at the end of the day, bro, like, fuck all this shit. Like, look at you guys saying boo hoo. Like, okay, cool. But at the end of the day, bro, I want what's best for people that, like, everybody, like literally everybody.
Shout out to Adin Ross. Adin Ross, this is, it's like the POV that I see this whole live streaming thing, man. It's a couple things, man. I think I spoke of this before as well, too. It's like, when you hear live streamers nowadays, you think about people like Adin. It's like, let's just keep it real. Like, for those that know, if you're, depending on what circles you're in or what are the cases, what parts of the internet you frequent, Adin Ross is definitely one of the ones, especially for Gen Z, one of the live streamers that have paved the way for a lot of the people that you might be familiar with, the Kai Cenats, the Speeds. There's so many different people. Adin, in his own way, made a lane for himself, was a trailblazer within that live streaming space. Now, of course, these dudes are a little bit younger, whatever the case is, but they've reached the epitome, some would say, of what it means to be a live streamer, or the pinnacle of what the possibilities of what it means to be a live streamer. So here you have him saying that he's been going through some things with his mental health, the Twitch ban. Twitch, of course, is the other platform. I'm streaming on Twitch right now as well, too. Twitch, of course, is a platform where all these platforms are 3 strikes and you're out. Like, they will, you know, you got to really kind of play by their rules when you're operating on these people's platforms. So I feel like Adin, he's one of the ones that's been trying to get back on the Twitch platform where he originally started. I believe he's on Kick now. I think he was going through some things with Kick as well, too. But we're also talking about a kid that's a multi-millionaire. Like, Adin, of course, if you know, you know, he's already pretty affluent. He doesn't need to be live streaming. A lot of the things, of course, he has a younger fan base audience. He doesn't need to be doing this for money. He's not hurting for bread. So to hear that he's still going through mental health and having thoughts, I don't know what he meant by having thoughts, but he's having thoughts about things, his mental health and this, that, and the other. Because of this whole live streaming thing, it makes you kind of think like, all right, well, what's the alternative, right? But again, I like, you know, as I said, I'm loosely familiar with all of these guys. And I was even speaking about this as well, too, in terms of target audience. I'm not Adin Ross's target audience, but because he is somebody that has embedded himself within popular culture, hip-hop culture, mainstream culture, whatever the case is, he is in close proximity to the things that I do pay attention to, regardless of how old he is or how long he's been doing the streaming thing. So I know Adin, he's one of the ones that I have more tolerancy for. There's other streamers that I don't really care too much for. The younger ones, like the ones that just blatantly is brain rot. You guys know brain rot. Didn't they deem brain rot like a actual word in the dictionary for the year? I forgot where I saw that. Like did Webster, or I think somebody put out saying the word of the year last year of 2024 was brain rot. So a lot of these streamers, they feed you brain rot material. Again, Adin may or may not be in that category depending on how you view his content, but all of these guys are young millionaires, multi-millionaires. So I kind of try to give them a little bit of grace when it comes to things like that as well, too. Like, how would you act if you were 20-something, 21, 22, 23 with millions in your bank account and, you know, a younger generation in the palm of your hand? So I feel like that in itself comes with its own tolls. But what are you going to do, you know? Shout out to Adin. Shout out to Kai. So those are few people that I'm gonna give them that, right? Just their work ethic alone. I bang with their work ethic. I'm loosely familiar with what it took for them to get to where they're at. So hopefully he's able to overcome the situation that he's currently dealing with. Nonetheless, what else we got?